welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast. Fire show. We're in the UK. Let's go. Guys. All right, so we're back, guys. We're back. We're in the UK, as you already know. We're live right now with some special guests here. So we're gonna go through the guests real quick, get quick intros, and start the show. So, who are you? What do you do? And why are you here?
Big man singers Castillo, the main event. I do everything, bruv. That's all you need to know. You get me? You lot already know I am, innit? So you already know, bruv. Don't know.
Sniper on all platforms.
All platforms, bruv. Go stream.
It's me, Cheyenne Reynolds. I host a date show, Grilling, which you guys have seen as Fresh and Fit have reacted to it.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
All right, it's King Richez on YouTube, obviously. Some of you know me, some of you don't. If you don't, go check out my channel now, or after this live stream, and subscribe, all of that good stuff. Yeah, let's get it.
And Troy Francis, I'm a dating coach, I'm a dating writer, Red Pill, veteran, if you like, based in London here. Follow me on YouTube, just type in Troy Francis and you'll find me.
Guys, Myron's here, but behind the scenes helping us because Chris isn't here. Of course, he's a bum. But that being said, let's start the show. So there's an elephant in the room, as we all know. What is better? What's the dating culture like versus the States and the UK? Give your opinion on what's going on. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's depressing as hell here. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna
I
lie
swear
to
to
you.
God, that's what I put on my Insta story, all of that, bro.
I saw that.
I'm done. I wanna get out of here. I swear down.
You want to start then?
Bruh, do you know what it is? It's like what I said yesterday, bro. Gray clouds, gray faces, bruv. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like literally, like the weather and the money, it just makes people miserable. Like the only time girls smile is if they got alcohol inside them, bro. That's the only time girls
which
are
is
smiling,
which
bro.
is quite frequently.
That's what, yeah, because they have to, because it's so flipping miserable.
Yeah.
So just drown your sorrows, isn't it? So yeah, man, I want to go somewhere where the sun's out, you know, and the smiling and all of that. You know what I mean? So all of that.
And thing is, bro, you've been in the US for football, right?
Yeah.
So give us a little bit take on like you're taking the US.
Well, obviously, my experience was like the college football experience, and that's not just like normal guy going over there. Like, obviously, oh my God, you play football? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're from England? Oh my God, you know the Queen? Like, all of that kind of stuff. And then, like, so I had a good experience, like, obviously, smashing girls first time you meet them, all of that kind of stuff. Like, that's standard, innit? But, like, yeah, I just feel like the girls in the USA, they're just more like forward with it. Like, well, over here, they're a little bit, not that they're not like ratchet and like 304s and hoes and that, but it's just a little bit more reserved. Like, our culture in the UK is more reserved than in the USA. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if a girl likes you, she's going to just put it on the plate. Like, she's going to put it out there for you to know. So I say that, and I like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I was a bit of a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? So I loved all of that. But just in general, I just think that for me in the UK is a bit of bad vibes. I know that you lot can attest to that. Like, it's a bit of bad vibes, but
Yeah.
I let someone else speak as well, man.
You've been in the US for a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And you've been here most of your life, I believe. So
Yes.
tell us your take on it.
Well, I mean, I agree with a lot of what's been said, to be honest. I mean, like, it's pretty grey, it's pretty depressing. I mean, there are, without doubt, we're in London now, right? There's, without a doubt, there are some I know you've had a but less than favourable experience so far, but there are some beautiful women here, man. I mean, there really are. It's just, it doesn't help that the weather's turned. It's a bit grey. It's a bit like whatever, you know. In terms of the actual difference with the States, personally for me, right, I've spent a lot of the summer, I've been in Eastern Europe. So I've been in Poland. It's been absolutely fantastic, you know, just beautiful girls, just very, very welcoming, great culture. You know, we travel around a lot. So, you know, and we'll go to South America later in the year. We'll go to Mexico. We'll go to Colombia, probably go to Argentina in the new year. I was traveling to places like Ukraine before, obviously, the war started and indeed into Russia as well. And I mean, those kind of places outside of the Anglosphere, for me, that's where the real cream of the dating culture is. The States, I do like it. I like Miami. There's some beautiful women in Miami, particularly the Latinas, who are there, very, very beautiful women. But is it particularly a paradise for men in the States either? I would say probably not myself. So for me, it's getting out of the Anglosphere entirely, really.
Yeah, can I just say, because again, I'm just going to add in, my experience was of college football. That you're like, because it's like over there, it's like kind of like gangs. when you're in college, like, oh, you're on the football team, you're on the basketball team, baseball team, stuff like that. So it's kind of like you've already got a clique, you've already got a gang, you already got status. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then I was foreign as well. That was it. Like, it was a wrap. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But like, for the average guy, like, because obviously I had loads of friends there. Some of them guys, they weren't getting no play. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the people I lived with, they were just looking at me bringing in girls, and it's, oh, Mike's got another one. You know what I mean? Like, so
it's a bit different for us as well, because we got the British accent, and people always say, "Oh, you go to America, the girls love the British accent." And there, I don't know whereabouts you were.
I was in North Carolina.
Right. Okay. So that probably played really well for you, I would think. I mean, for me personally, I've been to like Miami, I've been to Vegas, I've been to New York, and that's about it really. And I mean, in those places, big cosmopolitan sort of places, they're not so blown away. I mean, they were a little bit, like in Miami, even when I was on one of the shows, you know, the girls are there, oh my God, that British accent, you know, kind of thing. But it doesn't, in the big metropolitan centers, I don't think it plays as well as it could do maybe in some of the smaller places. But we do have a kind of a favorable experience when we go there, because we're British, we've got that kind of point of difference. Gives us a little bit of exotic value, I think. So that helps a bit.
Go on, Shane, tell them about the dating experience.
I think it's different though for women, and I kind of feel like, from my experience, we don't actually know how to date. It's kind of like a hookup culture where no one has dating intentions. Like for me, I personally date for a relationship. So I find it really hard, because it's kind of like, I know that women, we always say we want honesty from men, but then the moment men are like, well, we only just want to like have sex, then we're just like really triggered. It's hard.
I don't know why girls even say that. Oh yeah, just say you want to smash. Like, yeah, like that really works.
That don't work, bruv. That don't work ever in life.
Bruv.
That thing never works in life, bro.
No, but I think
Totally.
no, but I think it's starting to, like, for me now, I'm at a point in my life where I really thought I wanted serious, but I kind of feel like this next year I just want to have fun, and it's not as in like, oh, I want to have a whole year. Before you even try, come for me, Myron, especially.
Like guys,
Shout out your Instagram.
Yeah, guys in the chat. Guys in the chat.
But I just want to like experience just going on dates, getting to know people, and just like having fun, because I kind of feel maybe it's an English thing where we put so much pressure because we are quite reserved. So it's hard to just kind of have sex freely. And I also think that's because of misogynistic views. It's so hard for women to want to just go and have sex on a date. Like, it is like, you guys can like disagree or whatever, but that's my personal opinion. I do think that.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, for me, when it comes to like the dating thing, the big difference, like I've always gotten gal in it, like in terms of when I got my shit together. So like for me, it's kind of the same everywhere, in the sense where like once you level up in certain ways, like if you ain't got money, you can get a little status and you can kind of work your way through it. Kind of like what you said, you can work your way through it. So for me, in the UK especially, like I've never really had a problem with that. But the main thing is though, something I learned early is that you need to have something. So here, I think the big difference is a status thing will get you very, very far.
Thanks.
Meaning in the sense that, I'll give you a perfect example, yeah? So back in the day, I used to go to a lot of events, yeah? And I looked the same way, you get me? And I still got one or two things like looking at me or whatever and whatever. But like, I'd see certain men, they would literally get everything. They would clean up, yeah? Then I started wondering to myself, what the fuck are they doing, yeah? So then I started saying, when I started working out what was going on, I started being on that same wave. I said, let me get myself something. I started doing events. So I said to myself, let me get myself some kind of title, something where people will like recognize me doing something. So then when I'm out somewhere, I'm just not some any dickhead just standing there like
Random.
Yeah, like a random. But so then when I come through the next time, I had like a little bit of a name, a little bit of something for myself. Doors started opening up, and then I started realizing it was like a cheat code. You get me? And then things will just, they'd be more receptive to you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they'd be more open to talk to you. They'd be more open to like.
What's the first thing you say that you did? Like, what's the first change you made that really like you was like, rah, okay, like, you girls are coming my way now? Like
the maddest thing. So this was way before social. So like the main thing was like when I was doing my events thing, and then people knew that I did that. So like when I was talking to girls and they're like, "What'd you do for yourself?" Instead of being like,
chilling.
Yeah, man's just here. Do you know what I mean? I had something. Yeah, I do events. I'm an events manager. I got a thing in Central London coming up soon. I got a thing in South. Like, you should come. Then it's like they respond to you a bit differently. Then they look at you like, like you're not so many. So then even when you approach, you can even kind of navigate that, because then they're not like, you're some any dickhead trying to chat to me. They're looking at it like, you can go, I got something coming up. So then it's something to lead a conversation. It's an easier opener.
It's not like a direct, like, give me your number.
Yeah.
But it's status, isn't it? I mean, status seems to be for women. I mean, the key thing. I mean, people talk about looks, don't they? Like, oh, it's all about looks. It's all about money, whatever. I think ultimately status for women. I mean, because if you're a super high status guy, you don't even necessarily. I mean, a lot of high status guys do have money, but you don't even necessarily need to. Do you know what I mean? If you've got that high status, like if you look at somebody who's been on Love Island or something. Like some bloke who's been on Love Island. Now, he might start earning money when he comes off because of his Instagram or whatever. But even if he doesn't, he's still going to get girls who want to be with him because he's got that status, you know? So
I always say that looks matter, though.
They do.
They 100% because...
On some level, yeah.
I don't know. If you see the people I've dated. Respectfully.
Shout out to the gremlins, bro.
Mad, you know? But listen, I think that looks matter because the looks will determine how she's gonna like interact with you, where she classifies you. Do you know what I'm saying? So like then like if the looks are like poor, then yeah, the status comes in, the money comes in. Like, what can he do for me? What can I get out of him? But if it's just a thing of like she looks at you, right, I like that, I want to sleep with him, bruv, all that stuff don't matter, bruv. He can be broke, bruv. I've banged girls broke, bruv, in America and here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You lot done it as well, innit?
Yeah,
but
Snap out now, bro.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So I think on the show, Fresh and Fit, me and Myra say all the time, if you had one thing or one trait to attract women, it'd be status, like clout, because that right there, bro, transcends all generations. Because, for example, let's say she's like Hispanic, white, black, doesn't matter. If you got clout, bro, her parents will look past it because you have clout. So just
and you see what you just said there, Fresh. It's like exactly what they say, like how clout is the new currency.
Yeah,
it's true. It goes a long way.
Attention.
Yeah,
it's attention.
Yeah, but
there's two sides to it, though, isn't there? Because you're right. Because it is, if you're decent, if you're good looking, you trigger her. You know, she's attracted.
Natural attraction.
She's just gonna, absolutely. She's gonna want to
smash.
She's gonna want to get with you. She's gonna want to smash.
Yeah,
but ultimately, if you look at all of these like old politicians and these guys who are like, they're getting, they're getting their end away like consistently. How are they doing that? How are they? Well, so I believe so. Well, look, I mean, look at Boris Johnson. I mean, like, not that. I mean, whether he's a good-looking guy or not, I don't know. But I mean,
has he got bad bees?
Well, his current girl is, his wife is not bad. So I'm just saying that status can trump this other stuff, but you don't need it. That's the key point. If people are watching this thinking, oh shit, I better become a multimillionaire and super famous, you don't need that stuff though, because you can bypass that if you present yourself in the right way, if you optimize your looks, if you get in shape. It's the money muscles game stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but do you think that because when you have status, you're then confident? Because I would just rule everything out and say it's more about confidence, because I kind of feel maybe once you've got status, your presence will change because you're more confident, because maybe you feel better about yourself. So I see it from the perspective as it's more men with confidence, because you can be ugly, but if you're confident, if you're funny, I will be gravitating towards you.
Do you know what? Saying that, do you know what? You're 100% right. But going back to what King said, it's like, for me, even if you got status, even if you got money, as a man, you want to look good anyway. Because I'll be real for you. It's like, it's all good being the big fish in your small pond where you can clean up and get bare things here. But my thing is, you want to look good. So then if you're like, yo, man wants to go Brazil, want to go to Honduras, and then you don't want to be there some fat brother with man boobs, bruv, and then you're just like, yo, man's got bare status, man. And like nobody knows you there, bruv. And man are walking around with 6-packs and that, you look like a dickhead.
And another thing I think as well, okay, boom, you're a guy with status, all of that, cool, but that doesn't mean the girl won't cheat with the guy that she's naturally attracted to.
True.
Bro, like, man, bro, like, I was smashing some girl, her boyfriend, I'm not even gonna get too technical with it, but her boyfriend...
Name names.
Nah, that's long, man. It's political. But yeah, like, boom, like her boyfriend, bruv, P's, status in the ends, all of that, bruv, taking her on holidays, bought her a car, Rolly, white gold chain, all of that, bruv. Bruv, I had the white gold chain on my neck, bro.
Fucking a bitch with a gold chain.
Bro, like, imagine that. And then, like, I had nothing, bro. She bought me trainers for my birthday, bruv.
See that, bruv? Stressing your
life. And I was, bruv, like, imagine that. I'm laying next to the girl and the boy's on the phone, like, yeah, you're all right. All this, I'm just thinking, bruv.
That sounds like a scene in Black, bruv. That sounds mad.
Nah, like, because when I deep it now, because obviously you've had these experiences as well. When you have these experiences, it makes you look at the game differently. So even if you have a girlfriend, you're thinking, raw, like that. I don't know, where are you right now? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know the thing is, it's like literally.
You can chime in as well, if you
think
I'm chatting shit.
It's one of them ones where, do you know what it is? It's like, that's what it is about the looks. Like, as a man, like I would hate for my gal to just look at me and just look at me like I'm my bank account. Like,
Yeah.
Like, just holler at me, chatting to me like anything. And then if we go to a restaurant or something like that, let's say we go Miami, yeah, and I'm chilling. I bring my gal to Miami, we're chilling, yeah, and I got status, I got money. She likes me in my little small pond or whatever. And I see some wedge 6'5" brother, muscles and shit, bro. I'm gonna feel like an idiot because I know she's gonna look. She's gonna do the
Yeah.
But that's
she's
but
gonna do
that
that.
but
You know what I
then
mean? It's
that's
gonna make me feel like an idiot.
but that's suggesting it's all about looks as well. But is it all about looks? Because I reckon it's partly about gay, like whatever we call gay.
Status
right?
is first.
It's
Yeah,
everything.
not
It's
status,
everything. It's everything.
Not just status, but actually how you like more of what you're talking about, like confidence is like how you come across. Because I've
facts,
met loads of guys. I mean, I train with guys who are like jacked, but they're not actually that successful in terms of dating, and they're decent looking as well. So that is important. But you know, like
Is it because they can't chat to gal? Like,
Exactly,
Yeah.
they got no
exactly.
games?
But that's
So-
like internal. That's
yeah,
like
it's the
their brain.
internals,
Like,
yeah. But the doomers will say, well, if you're not good looking, if you're not 6'6", if you haven't got, you know,
Yeah, then
whatever,
you-
then you're
facts.
screwed. I don't believe that's true because I think actually it's also the interpersonal stuff that really helps as well.
So you think? Okay, let me ask you this. So you think, yeah, a guy that's 5'4", yeah, and looks like Shrek,
can kill it.
he can kill it. He can just get 8s or 9s.
No, I don't think that. I think
So
you've
you
got to.
think-
No, there's got to. So right, there's got to be baseline looks. You've got to meet her baseline level of looks.
Okay.
So I'm not saying the guy who looks like Shrek, you know, and he's really, you know, he's not tall and he's not jacked or whatever. Like he's suddenly going to be putting Victoria's Secret models. But I do think that there's an imbalance on the internet, particularly with like the black pill, the doomer people who are like, oh no, man, it's over. Just sit in your bedroom and give up.
Yeah, I don't like
Right.
that shit. Yeah.
Like I don't believe that. And I think guys, I don't know what your thoughts on this are, but I reckon guys, you call it confidence, like you could say game, you could say, you know, however you want to express it. But I think guys can elevate their looks by the way they put themselves across socially, right?
Yeah, it's like as well.
About it.
Yeah, I think it's just different in general with like how we see things because it's like you can be a man with status and money, but then you could have like an ego and be arrogant, and then that's probably why women will look like you're just like a bankroll in them. Because why would I respect you if you're disrespectful to everyone else and you think that you can just buy me? So if you're gonna just keep like buying me gifts, that you're enabling this behavior for me to just want to accept and take from you,
So
then I'm
guys
not going to
shouldn't buy
rate
no
you.
gifts, yeah?
No, it's no gifts, but like I'm not going to rate you if you can't give me like your time. A lot of men think just buying you things and gifting that's enough. Like that's not enough. I feel like as women we want that more intimate, you know, level kind of connection.
I think it's
as
safe
well.
to say that like you need everything. Like nowadays, bro,
Yeah.
like you can have one thing, like just have money, just have looks, but like to retain a girl long term, you need everything because, dude, they're not settling for nothing. They want what's out there and they want everything. Social media, they say guy traveling, guy with muscles, they want everything, bro. So in our outlook for Fresh and Fit, you gotta have everything down packed.
You know what? I gotta add something to this though. Like as you mentioned, yeah, there's just some game for the man them, yeah. Like right now, I saw like on the internet, there's a Chinese brother. He went and got a Lithuanian leg lift. He went from fucking 5'1".
Yeah.
My guy's 5'7", brother. So like, I'm just saying,
talking about.
big man thing, man. Go get yourself a LLBO, bruv. Get yourself a Lithuanian leg lift, bruv. You get me? You be fine.
Is that what it's called? You can get it done in Turkey as well.
Big
Apparently,
man thing.
is that when they break the legs and then
Yeah,
they
that's
rebuild?
what it is.
Well, how many inches though? How many
Big man
inches?
Just a few, I think.
Bro,
Yo, but to be real, your legs are fucked though. You can't be
Yeah,
shit,
you're
bro.
fucked. You're
You're
fucked, bro.
fucked.
That recovery is serious,
When
bro.
you get older, you're screwed.
Well, James Tusker, who's meant to be here, who's unfortunately not with us today because he's traveling, but he had a client who was about, I think, was 5'7" or something like that. So not even
yeah, not
terribly
Super,
tall,
yeah.
but you know, he was not happy with his height, and he went to Turkey and he got the operation done, and it was like 6 months on, you know, one leg. He got like 3 inches put on one leg, and then 6 months recovery time, and then 3 inches on the other leg. So you've actually got an interim period where you've got one leg longer than the other. Apparently.
fucking hell, man.
Oh,
Well, this is how he did it. Then at the end of it, he came in at sort of just over 6 foot or 6'1" or whatever.
That thing.
But he's massively happy with it, apparently.
But real talk, yeah, but we got to give a disclaimer though, man. Them let a few men go through that first before you do it, bruv. Before you do it, bruv, because otherwise you're gonna be walking out here, bruv. Your legs gonna snap like some Weetabix, bruv. So
Which is not, which is,
don't do that to yourself yet, bruv. Give it some time. You get me? Don't do that yet.
yeah.
Right, that's
so
peak,
I
man.
guess the next question is, we can bring this up now. Cool, chats. Okay, cool.
All right. I know you guys are like wondering, yo, Myron, where the hell are you at, et cetera, et cetera. I'm behind the scenes, guys, because as you know, Fresh has no technical capabilities. So I am running I'm running the show in the back, man. I am the producer. So we're gonna hit some of these chats real quick, guys. We appreciate all the donations. So number one is we're gonna go with, we got Big Mo in the chat as well. Shout out to you, my
Big
friend.
Mo.
Yeah,
See
shout out
you,
to
man.
Big Mo. Big Mo. Okay, so we got number 1 goes, okay, big man Ting, yeah, Chian be looking nice, bruv. She looked like the type of gal to go away holiday with her girls while man's back home on a sad ting. Okay, and that's from SME. And then we got Laughing Man goes, just to shout the FNF gang out over there. Wish you a safe trip back. Hopes no chingy going on. LOL. Great show. Yeah, that fucking guy had to chase him down, but I came to my senses. I miss y'all already. $2 from Monkey D. Usopp. Don't worry, we'll be back soon. We'll be in Romania tomorrow, guys, with the Tate Brothers. $5 from Last Thoughts goes, yo, Fresh, when is Myron going on the show with Cheyenne? Yes, guys, I did film a grilling episode with Cheyenne. I know they've been spamming it in the chat. Like, did you go to talk to Cheyenne? Yeah, so Fresh did his day, and I did one as well. So, yeah, Cheyenne hates me, so it's fine. It's fantastic. That's why I'm behind the scenes. No, I'm just kidding. Fresh can't do anything technical. King Cream, shout out to Mr. Producer Myron in the back. Is true FNF fashion. We got to welcome Cheyenne by asking her to give us a spin. Not right now, man. We're in the middle of a conversation. Sniper out on all digital platforms. Brev.
No way.
This isn't after hours. This is a regular episode. And then $5 from Grills Vision goes, shout out to all my brothers. Stay safe, Fresh and Myron. Shout out to Rod Eric, Big Mo. And he goes, BIT se puedo concerto Julia. Okay, fantastic. And then hi, Myron. That's from Big Mo. Shout out to you. Gifted Health, $5. Thank you. $5 from K Bands. Myron, could you jump in for a minute? No disrespect to Fresh. Yo, they said that you look like the sheets in the back or some shit like that. Yeah, they can't see you.
Wow.
Bro, they be roasting him, man. Don't worry, they make fun of me too. Go to a geeky Comic-Con and you'll see plenty of average men with beautiful girlfriends. Doesn't your social interest play a role in who you attract? Okay, that could be something to discuss as well. Then stop using the 1 to 5% as the new standard for dating. You guys are just arguing the exception. Boring. And that's from VKR. Okay, so here, I'll turn it to you, Fresh. You got your question.
All right, so we're all content creators here. We make content, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Thoughts on Andrew Tate and cancellation? Is it fair? What's going on? Thoughts on it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's fair. I mean, I think that I don't think any cancellation is fair, really. I think that I believe in freedom of speech. I think people should be allowed to speak their view. In regard to Andrew specifically, I mean, he said some kind of contentious things. I think there's a lot of humor in what he talks about. There's a lot of it. He's saying things that are slightly, I think, tongue in cheek. He's taking it slightly further. I don't think it's hard when you look at it to pinpoint exactly what it is that he's actually said that is so horrendous, right? It seems to me, well, I think we all know what happened. It was basically like, one platform buckled, and then it's the next one's going, oh god, we've got to get rid of this guy, and then the next platform. So no, I don't think it was fair. And actually, I think you'll see on balance, actually, a lot of what he talks about is really helpful to guys. I've seen lots of guys writing comments saying, oh, this shouldn't have happened because he actually encouraged me to lift weights. He's encouraged me to start my own business, to work, to do all this stuff. And I think it's a shame. I don't think it should have happened, but those guys are resilient and they'll obviously keep going and probably get bigger. So,
no, personally, just like my guy here says, no one should get banned in it. Obviously, I got banned off TikTok recently, and that's really annoying. I didn't really say nothing too crazy, and to be honest, I don't think Andrew said anything that is too obscene. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just think it's just unfair that some demographics have license to just say whatever, but then some demographics, I gotta hold my tongue. It's just like an imbalance in it. So, but I will say this: I think that the Tates are gonna be all right. They got a huge fan base. They're gonna be all right. No matter what. So, that's what it is. That's what I think.
I feel like I don't think he should have been banned. I don't think anyone should get banned for expressing anything. But I do believe, in my personal opinion, that it was more about his influence. So it's not really what he said, because I kind of feel with great power comes great responsibility. And just if you see, for me personally, on my episode of Grilling with Andrew, I couldn't come on social media for a month because it was horrible. The way people were attacking me, attacking my character for no reason. And that's because it was the influence that Tate had. It's like this culture of I know people call it incel culture, but that's what it is. And I know that there's the majority of people that he really helped, but for the people that don't quite understand, have the full capacity, they see all this information and take it so wrongly. And that's why the influence just was so extreme. And I feel like that's why he got banned.
To be fair though, he has sort of spoken. He said to his guys, "Listen, we're not about hating on people. We're not about, you know." He sort of tried to make that clear. I mean, maybe you could say that's after the fact. You know, he's doing, but I think there's always been a certain degree of honor, really, in him and his personal conduct. But I do take your point that there's going to be people watching it that maybe,
Yeah.
you know, they maybe take it the wrong way.
And I think as well, like for women, some things were triggering. And I know obviously like the kink video that everyone saw that looked like domestic violence. So it's easy to also take clips from the internet and run with your own agenda and narrative with things. But at the same time, for people that aren't educated in that, I can see how it could be triggering. And I kind of feel social media platforms have a responsibility to filter things out and have to like block them. But Andrew should come back on social media though.
Yeah, for real. Big man thing, like for me, you kind of said kind of what I was thinking as well. Like I did like a video about it. So go check out my YouTube, bruv. Big man thing. But yeah, I didn't think he should have been banned because me personally, I've said this a few times before. I kind of like to get a balanced view on everybody's opinion. Like I feel like I like to hear what everybody thinks. Like there's a lot of people that I listen to on YouTube. I'm not gonna say their name, bruv, before the Matrix locks me out of the thing. You get me, bruv? But you know what I mean? There's a lot of controversial people that I listen to on social media. A lot of them. And to be fair, like this is aside from Andrew. I know I'm going off tangent or whatever, but there's even people that like big up Andrew, by the way. But there's people on social media that I may not have like been a fan of or like their message of just a clip. And then I deep dived into what they were saying, and I was like, oh, they got some good points. There's a lot of people like that. Yeah. And there's a lot of people on social media where you'll find a lot of gems in what they're saying. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I feel like when you try and shut out someone or shut out what somebody's trying to say, it actually makes people even more curious to what you're trying to hide. So for me personally, it's almost like random again. I keep on going off things. It's almost like the Kevin Samuels thing. Like I really started listening to Kevin Samuels, for example, towards the end. Like when he was a big I didn't really listen to much of him when people was talking about him. But then when I started listening to him, the shit that I really kind of gravitated to was the shit he was saying about black men and leveling up and getting your shit together. That was quite what the message was to me. Now, if they just locked him off because of some of the things that people didn't like, I may not have been able to get them gems, and a lot of people wouldn't have been educated on some of the things that he said. Do you know what I'm trying to say? My thing is this, like, and this is always going to be my point. This is back to Andrew Tate. Like, if you don't like what somebody's saying, then you don't have to watch it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But ultimately, like social media platforms, like we don't own them. We're just users on them. So they get to dictate their terms and whatever the fuck they want to do. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So they ultimately are always going to protect their users. But like I said, going back to that, I do feel like people should be open to express how they feel, because you could learn from that. And if you don't like that, turn that shit off, bruv.
Yeah. I think there's a more general problem here and probably in the States as well of like people are just so worried about getting offended. Do you know what I mean? There's this whole culture of we can't offend anybody. And if anybody gets offended, that's such a terrible thing. So we've got to shut down anybody who might be offensive. And I don't think that's a good way for the culture to go, really. There's got to be limits, I suppose.
It's kind of like, for example, let's say you don't like watching what he says. Just don't watch it. Like, watch something else. So it's like, but I get it. His influence was very high. So like they wanted to take him down. But it just sucks because his message was really good as well.
Yeah.
So real quick, you guys are creators as well. You're in the space. How's dating been after the fact that you're creators now, you're well known, versus before? So before you were a regular person living life, you're a creator on the space. How's dating now? How do people treat you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, I'm not big enough for it to be really a huge thing. But I have to say, I have had some issues since because it's tricky with this stuff, because you say you're a dating coach, and I mean, look, all we're doing really is we're putting out content, trying to help guys, trying to encourage men to be their best selves, and saying, this is how it actually is out there in the dating marketplace. Here are some strategies that you can use. Here are some things you can do, and it's very sort of straightforward, really. I'm not trying to do anything that's particularly controversial. I don't think, but when you're then dating, you're meeting women and stuff like that. Obviously, I've had girlfriends. My ex-girlfriend, right at the beginning, she didn't know what I did. Then she found out. She's kind of okay with it, but there are elements of it she wasn't okay with, and you get all of that. And then, we split up, and then you start dating new people, and so it really varies from person to person how they feel about it. Some girls absolutely cool with it; they just don't care. Other girls, they feel they just feel they don't like the message, or they don't like some of the things that if we've done a demonstration where we're talking to a girl or something, they don't like that. So it's definitely caused some issues for me, for sure, and it's definitely something I have to be very conscious of now when I'm meeting somebody.
Do you get more girls now or less girls now that you're like a YouTuber? guys, come to YouTube. We're killing Facebook on Twitter. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't think I'm really big enough to really get that halo effect. But funnily enough, actually, I have had some girls approaching me because of it. Actually, it's a small number, but I have had some. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you get hit up in the DMs, and you know.
You know what I love? I'm walking the street. I'm on a date, and then they're like, "Yo, Fresh! Oh my god, you're changing my life." Is like, yeah, brownie points.
Well, that's happened to me a couple of times actually. It's not so much the girls, but it's happened a couple of times in Poland where I've been out at a cafe with a girl. And then a guy's come up and said hello to me and like shaking hands with me and everything. She's like, "Who was that?" And I'm like, "Well," and then and that gives you a bit of a brownie point, I think, definitely. Okay. So yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Listen. No, pretty much the same thing. Like, I'm not like a huge YouTuber, like, you know, these guys and that, like, you know, 40K go subscribe. Now make me a big YouTuber, obviously. But yeah, like obviously some girls don't like it, innit? They don't want the attention. I say a lot of controversial things that, you know, some females may not like. You know what I mean? And that can cause some tension. It can be tense at times. Yeah, I've had that, you know, being out with a girl. Like even one of my ex-girlfriends, like we was in Woolwich and I got recognized a few times still. And then she was like, "Oh, you think you're bad now, innit?" Yeah. I was just like, but yeah, man, nah, it's good. But yeah, some girls are just not gonna want to fuck with you because it's like, nah, man, that's too much hype, there's too much eyes on me. And yeah, another thing is girls that you've messed with in the past, if you talk about them like in the present, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so like you might reference them and then you're gonna get some phone call, "Why are you talking about me?" And then so like some of them things happen, but you know, it is what it is, man. And yeah, I beat a couple from YouTube. Only like two, one Malaysian thing still. But
so Richez, do you get more girls now or before?
No, I was getting girls before as well.
But what's like the
I'm not big enough. Go subscribe to me, bruv. Go subscribe to me so I can get more stories for you, bruv. Come on.
I feel like for women it's different because we always get men. So I haven't really had the option where it's a dramatic difference. If anything, now it's probably like on a larger scale where I walk into a room and most of the men know who I am. So then it's just overwhelming, if anything. So it's just, I find it really hard. In fact, I'm not actually dating now.
Do you think you intimidate guys?
A lot of them say that I do, but I like in person, I'm actually like a bit of a mouse. So I'm just like, you know.
I thought you was gonna be like mean or something, but
I know I'm not.
Don't cap though. Let's be real here. What about your DMs? I guarantee you know more blue checks, more celebrities. Yo, come on my yard.
Oh no, definitely more. No, yeah, yeah. My DMs are quite busy.
For me, honestly speaking, bruv, not even in a bragging thing. Like I was getting bare things before social media, but like a lot of things, and I always got the things that I wanted. But from like my life has changed dramatically because of my social media. Like dramatically, like I'm saying, like it's done a complete 180. Like 2017, I was doing nightclub bouncing and kitchen porting, but I was still getting things. But when it comes to women, like my thing is now the big difference is, honestly speaking, there's no way I could move now how I was moving before. Right. So like, Gallum is still Gallum, innit? They're still doing, but my thing is now, it's like, you have to be so sharp and you have to be so careful now. So it's almost like, even when it comes to chatting to gal in DMs, I don't chat to gal in DMs because I have to be so cautious and so aware of who this person is. Whereas before, I'd be like, yo, I didn't give a fuck. I just chat to the gal anyway. Do you know what I mean? Even in real life, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I was in Birmingham coming on a train, yeah? And a gal sat in front of me and I knew she knew who I was from socials, yeah? But this is how my life has changed dramatically. And I would say this is the negative, yeah? Like, I'm so hyper aware of everything. So as soon as she sat in front of me, I pulled up my phone, put on the recorder, and I just put it on the side just because I thought this gal might just try and say like I was trying to move to her or something like that. And I say dead silent all the time. And then even another thing is even down to like, for example, like interaction. So when gal come up to me, they'll have like a perception of me already from social media. So how they'll speak to me might be how they perceive me. And so then I have to talk to them on a level like, right, do you know what I'm trying to say? So now it's like I have to be hyper aware. Even when gal come up to me to take pictures when I'm in a rave or when I'm out and about, I keep my hands right in front of me just to let people know like man's not doing anything.
You got to be hyper aware, like in general, like with everyone.
But especially in this day and age, like I said, like the way I was moving before when I had bare gal and all them different type of things, my thing is just like now it's twofold. Now it's because I have to be aware, and I guess because now I'm a bit older, I think I understand gal a bit differently. So whereas on my savage thing, like I might just beat a thing, fuck, and then she might just go on. I might not chat to her for like weeks, bruv, or like I just don't check in on her. But now I'll like chat to her. I'll keep the thing going because now I understand like how they're perceiving me. They're just looking at me like, right, like this brother's cold. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Because I was cold. So now it's like me, because of my socials, it's just I just have now like a huge extra responsibility because like
so
not
it's
even
like you're not gonna burn bridges, kind of thing.
but not even that. Not even like on the real. I'm black, obviously, but my thing is like when you're black, you have to be extra cautious with gal. Like this is like you're black. When you're growing up, like your parents done told you, like be careful around gal. You don't know. You could chat to girl. Next thing they say something about you, and then it's a mad thing. So I've always had that. But my thing is this: in this day and age, you just have to be very, very aware who you're talking to, how you're chatting to them, because you don't know.
Be careful. Be careful who you bring to your house, bro.
Yeah. And then I got. Let me just ask you this. Especially for like I'm not like I just chat in it, like, but I wouldn't say like people look to me for certain type of content or I'm like a guy that inspires man them just fuck with me like that. But for you guys specifically, don't you guys sometimes feel even when a girl is chatting to you, they might be coming with like
agenda,
something,
ulterior motive.
That's motive. Yeah, that's
you see that girl I just mentioned, the Malaysian thing, that's the exact thought I had in my head because just Instagram. Oh yeah, I've been watching you, blah blah blah. I'm thinking I'm not even that big.
Yeah.
Like why? Like why? Like do you know what I'm saying? I'm not a pretty boy. Like what? Why? Like and she's like, no, I love your stuff. We should meet up. To do what, bruv? Like what are you planning to do? Like so no, 100%, bro. Like you just think differently and like hardly anyone comes to my house.
My thing is if it's too easy, if it's too readily available, I'm like, okay, what's the agenda here? So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'd rather go hunt for myself, meet her in person, or like approach her myself, and then go for it because it could be an enemy sending the girl to you.
Yeah.
You never know, bro. It's like, yo, you gotta be careful.
And
look, if the cops show up and you're black and she's white, bro, it's a wrap. So you gotta be careful.
You see,
you love them snow bunnies. That's why.
You see, this the thing.
Latinos all the way.
This is actually a question I have more for you guys, Fresh and Fit. Yeah. For example, like you guys spoke about how you've come to London and you said it's a bit edgy or whatever. But I personally think that the States is a different thing. Do you guys? With you guys' presence and all that stuff, are you kind of weary and conscious about women or even anybody? Because you guys have gone viral many different times, shade room and all that stuff. Are you a lot conscious of that?
So especially Myron, and he keeps like a lot of receipts because you never know what angle it is. And also as well, like for us, is like we're pretty big in many countries. So it's like girls will come at you a certain way because they, clout whatever, podcasts, they want to come on sometimes. And what's the angle? So my thing is like cover your tracks, like for us. And I approach first. If a girl approaches me, I'm wondering what's the angle.
You see, I feel like as a woman though, if a guy's got like clout and status and he approaches me, I kind of feel like I'm not gonna just be another number. So I probably would not entertain it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But it's tricky from the other way around because I know exactly what you're saying. Because like even as a relatively small content creator, you get like a DM and it's a bit like, well, first of all, my content's mainly aimed at guys anyway. So there's that. So it's like, why are you watching it? Not that, obviously women can watch it, but it's like, why are you watching it anyway, really? And secondly, what is the agenda behind? Is there an agenda behind it? Maybe there isn't, but it's just a bit.
You got to be careful.
Get more wary, don't you?
You just like Castillo said, hyper aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
especially in this day and age.
My thing is right. If I reach out to a girl, it's because I want to get to know her better and actually like date her. So it's like different than just like quick smash and then dip. I want to get to know her better. But these girls that hit you up, it's like, yo, I want to see what's good with him, get part of the lifestyle. It's like, nah, I'm gonna wait a little bit, see what you're about, and then gauge from there what I'm gonna do. Myron, you want to chime in on us? How do you stay safe, brother?
I stay safe by always having my gun with me. I'm armed all the time, guys.
Get the straps.
As you guys know, I used to work in law enforcement. So for me, I always have my gun on me. So if someone tries me, I got my Glock 26 or my 19, whatever it is. So that's one thing. And then the other thing too with the girls is, I mean, it is what it is. I shoot my shot. Girls do the stupid shit. Some girls have like tried to expose me, like, oh, look, you DM me, whatever. But if anything, it makes them look stupid. Like this girl that like exposed this, was it Maroon 5, if I'm not mistaken? The artist?
Adam Levine.
Like that bitch looks stupid doing that. You don't got to put the camera on me. It's fine.
I kind of want to.
No, because it's going to mess up what you guys got going on and stuff like that. Yeah, you guys are the stars right now. And I know you guys are like, yo, Myron, where you at, bro? hey man, somebody's gonna run the sound and make sure this shit sounds good, right?
Okay.
So and highlight the chat because we know Fresh can't do it because that he's a very stupid sound effect. But that's a whole other thing. But yeah, man. So I think like for the girls, it is what it is. Girls are gonna do stupid shit that they do. They're gonna cloud chase. It kind of comes with the territory. And as far as like danger goes, I would say definitely having a gun. But you know, you got to move different too. Like me and Fresh, like we don't really post when we're out at certain places unless like after we leave. I rarely go outside anyway. I'd be inside. I'd be a hermit a lot of times because I'm like real big on the gym and not partying like that anyway. So I don't know. You just got to move a little bit different, especially now with the stuff we got going
And that
on.
PNB Rock case that happened,
Yeah.
we're extra careful now because you never know. A girl posted basically where you see what happened in the news, right? PNB Rock was at a restaurant in like California. Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. His girl posted location. Now they say that's not the reason why it happened per se. It helps in that, you know, then finding him, but like it could be many things. But her just posting that location, he ended up dying. And as a result, it's like you're a celebrity, you're someone with status. You never know what people are hating on you, what their intentions are, and like people just like get jealous. And you might have a good lifestyle, you might have a good like setup. So you know what? Let's go rob him. So you gotta be extra careful nowadays.
Yeah.
Is there like any questions that you ask women to kind of differentiate what kind of woman she is, or would you just like take it as face value?
Always. So for me and Myron, we look at it as like an interview. So for example, it's not just to like meet you and then want to smash it. Like, okay, cool. What are you about? What are your goals? Like, what's your mindset like? And then from there, if that actually like is fulfilling to us, we'll take you on and see further. But nowadays, guys, if you're somebody of status, you got to be extra careful because you never know someone's agenda. You never know.
You prefer it?
She belongs to
You
the
prefer it
streets.
if they don't know about who you are, about the show.
You know what's the best scenario?
Mm.
Girl doesn't know what I do. She just I meet her in person, or like in passing, someone says, "Hey, you know, meet my boy Fresh," and then but then we just talk, and she finds out after. But if it's kind of like they know what I do, it's kind of like, oh, you're part of that podcast. Actually, it hurts us because if a girl watches our podcast or she knows about us, like, oh, you're misogynist. It's like, you don't even know me. You're just saying that off rips, off of clips. You don't know us personally. It's like, we love women, of course, but it's like that perception can hurt us in the long run. So we have to work extra hard to kind of break that barrier, then talk to her, then have game, then pull up.
No,
Even with the lifestyle.
I agree with you because my last girlfriend,
Yeah.
like I didn't tell her about YouTube or nothing. I didn't tell her nothing. Didn't give her the Instagram. Nothing. It's just me and you talking, literally. Like, and then it come after because it was just baiting it. Like so. Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, tell us what projects you're working on right now, what's going on with you guys, and then give us an update, and then I guess we can close out from after this.
You know what? Yeah, before you go into that, yeah,
Or
it's
any
just
questions you guys got?
no, it's just leading to what Myron said about the gun thing, yeah, like carrying it. Now you guys have been to the UK, and like you said a few times that you find it a bit more dangerous than the States here, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not
Stabby.
No. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm so surprised about that because, like, to me, like in the States, I just feel like look at, for example, when you just mentioned PNB Rock, for example. Like now, I just feel like LA. Like I'm like, yo, do I have to check in? Like, who I got a call to check in? Because it just feels like it's a different thing. Like when I was in Chicago, for example, like the main difference I feel like with America and the UK is that you guys' lows is low. Like if you're broke and you're struggling, you are fucked up out here. Yeah, do you know what I'm trying to say? And like I just feel like when I went to New York, for example, I saw a 6'5", 250-pound crackhead, bruv. How does that work?
Nah, it's real.
How does that work, bruv? You know what I'm gonna say? Like I felt on edge everywhere I went, and I felt like, yo, like even when I went to like a mall. Shout out to downtown Chicago as well, bruv. But I literally went to a mall, yeah. It was like the Hood Mall. I forgot where it was, yeah. But I must have been walking around and like man, them would just holler at Geller like, yo, like that. And I was like, raw, like man, don't like. Do you know what I mean? Like over here, like it's a bit different. But I was thinking to myself, like, man, them there, they're like way more forward. Like even when I was, for example, in New York, a man just came up to me, he's like, yo, y'all smoke? I was like, wow, these men are like mad forward. Like even when I met a brother, like I was in like up north, whatever. There was a brother, he's like a student from New York, yeah, and he's like, yo, what you do? What you do, son? And I was like, man, why is this brother yelling at me in my face, man? Yeah. He's like, what you do with yourself, dog? What you do? And I was thinking, and the guy was next to him, like, no, he does YouTube, like, you should see his things. Like, he's like, you do YouTube? He goes, what? Let me follow you. I'm like, yo, why's brother? His brother so amped up, bro. I feel like I find it, I don't know, like, you actually, for real, you actually find it more tense here than in Miami. Like, bruv, you lot had like the bath salt killers, like people was eating people on bath salts up in Florida. You lot feel more in danger here.
I would say there's extremes to it, right? So in America, people are either extremely stupid are extremely, on some level, civilized. So it's like you have like very, very extremes here. Here in the UK, it feels like the struggle's real and people want to have a better lifestyle, but the means of getting it means, for example, you know what? Some people in the hood, you know, he has, I'm just take it from him. Now, it's the same way in LA and like certain parts of Chicago, but it's more like you can kind of like stay away from certain areas. Here, I feel like on some level, you walk around a certain area, they catch you lacking, nigga, you're done. And no, a stabbing, bro, it's just one. You're
It's
done.
like it's like what you said yesterday as well.
Yeah,
Like there's not really no one to help you. If someone comes and they come to assault you with a weapon,
So the police have no
you're
guns.
gonna get got before someone helps you, bro.
Bro,
Like, it's like that.
Think about it, right? Let's say there's a scenario. You're out on a boat walking where you go, right? Two niggas run upon you with knives. You call the police. Let's say you do get the.
How you gonna?
Hold on. Your girl's on the phone, right?
Excuse me. Can you just,
That's a joke. Can you wait?
Your girl runs, right? She calls the police. Let's say she gets the phone line, tells them, "Hey, we're here at this point, this street, whatever. Please pull up." Before they even come, those niggas are chasing after you, stabbing you. You're probably dead. They show up. Oh, well, sorry about that. And let's say, for example, you start running and you get away. They go chase you down. And we see videos online where this guy was like trying to fight this guy with a knife. It was like, bro, one hit in the neck, he was done. So it's crazy because guess what happens when they stab you? There's no noise. It's like you're done. They can run away, get in the car, drive.
For real, like you won't feel it as well.
Yeah.
Adrenaline, you won't feel it, bro. Like so.
Yeah.
Big
But
man.
again, I mean that, like, it is somewhat by location here as well, isn't it? I mean, like where you know, central London, and Mayfair, Knightsbridge, places like that. I mean, stuff happens for sure, but it's less likely to happen there, I would say,
100%.
right? I mean, it's
Like, do you know what the thing is? Like, even for example, by the way, just a little disclaimer, man, if somebody pulls out a knife on you, the only martial arts you need to learn is the art of Usain Bolt.
Run,
Get the fuck out of there.
Run,
Don't,
bro.
don't try that. Yeah.
Stuck out,
But
bro.
this is
Stuck
the main
out.
difference, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, in London, is if you're involved in badness, it's gonna come to you. It's very, very rare if you're not involved in something, it's gonna come to you.
Yeah.
But this is the difference. This is what I'm saying. I'm still not convinced that America's safe like that compared to it, because look, like when I went to Chicago, I got in the red line. Big man thing, shout out to the red line, bruv. Yeah. Before I got in, I was with my brethren Charles. Shout out to Charles. Yeah, he's Jamaican, like a real Jamaican, like not no Jamaican thing. Yeah, a real one. Yeah,
Bad man thing.
bruv. He took before we got in the train. He was like, "Yo, take off your chain, take off your rings, take off." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Bruv," he's like, "Let's take that shit off." We got on the red line, and I'm like, "Okay, it's all right." I seen a few white people. Then I started seeing the white people disappear, and I was like, "Yo, it's getting a bit mad." I start getting deeper, and I'm like, "Yo, there's no longer names for the stations, bruv. It's just numbers." And then I'm seeing people with no trims and no haircuts, bruv. And that's how already you know, like when something got trims, no haircuts, it's getting dangerous.
It turned third world
Bruv,
real quick.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Bruv, crackheads is running in through that train, yeah. Bruv, another thing as well. I'm not sure if I've said this already. I'm not sure if you lot seen the movie Dead Presidents, yeah. In the movie Dead Presidents, they when they're going to rob the bank, they put on this white face paint and they black their eyes out, yeah. Bruv, on the red line in Chicago, there was a crackhead with that same face paint, bruv, and she was just looking at me right in my eyeballs, bruv. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruv. I've never felt unsafe in my life apart from on that train. In London, I'll go anywhere, bruv. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. In Chicago, bruv, I'm telling you, like, and even at one point, I'm not gonna lie, pulled out the phone to take a selfie, and I was like, no, fuck that, bruv. Not today, bruv.
I think the comfort of knowing your country and your people kind of cements, like, you know what, I'm somewhat safe. Versus like us here over here, bro. Like, we don't know nobody other than you people. It's like so it's crazy.
Yeah.
But chat, you want some shots, Myron? Or are you good? Real quick. Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, my
Good.
experience was different because I lived like over in the States. So
Yeah.
like I remember like one of my teammates, he showed me a pistol. He's just like, hey, yeah, because he called me England. He was like, hey, England, look, da, da, da. So I kind of got climatized to it in a way because I was there for like 5
Man
years.
pulled out the
innit?
pistol for Bants.
Yeah, that literally just sitting in the truck, like,
Oh, no,
like
bruv.
bro, bare of my teammates, they just had weapons, bro. Like that's
yeah,
just
but the
standard.
gun thing's pretty crazy
Now
for us
so
here, isn't
let
it?
me ask you guys. So do you guys feel, well, you two, do you fat guys, well, Fresh and Fit, there's more for you. Do you guys feel safer with the gun, like with people around you with it, than without?
Me personally, I do feel safer just because like I have it. Like for example, like over here you got a knife, you have it as well, but it's more like
That's not self-defense.
Yeah, that's illegal,
Yeah.
bro.
You can't hold a knife.
no, but people have it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have it.
So-
you mean like
So let's say an attacker or someone that wants to rob
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
has the knife.
Mhm.
If I have a gun, like I can on some level prepare and before you get to me, shoot you. Over here, it's kind of like walk up to you,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You're
Because
dead.
you're allowed to carry it. We're not allowed
Yes.
to
Yeah.
carry protection like that.
That's what I'm
You get
saying.
Yeah,
Over
that's
here,
what makes
you're
it more
sitting duck,
dangerous. Yeah.
nigga. You pull up to
Yeah.
a spot, bro. You have nothing on you. Give me that watch. Done.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, and let's say, for example, they do that to you, right? Are you gonna find the killer? Probably not. There's no noise. There's no nothing.
No face.
You're on the
no
ground.
Case, bro.
They're gone in the car. Gone.
The thing is, though, this is another thing, though. But this,
Hold on, Myron. Go ahead.
you see, the thing is, because this is what scares me. Yeah, like literally, when I went to the States, like I went, like, and I saw enough disheveled people, bruv. Like I saw enough people. Like this is the last brother that should have any gun, anything. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, like, it's even down to like the gang politics things. Like, for example, like even like gangs and all these different type of things. Like up here, it's not that bad. Like I said, if you're in something over here, yeah, or you get into a problem over here, you're most likely doing some. You're involved in it. Whereas in America, like even like the mass shooting
Shootings.
thing, bruv, like even that makes me feel like, yo.
Okay,
that-
so I will say this: if you're a regular person, from what I understand, you're fine in UK because they don't want you unless you got like a nice watch or a nice chain. But I will say this: if you're somebody of status like us per se, and they know you, they might try to press you because, for me, or if you're in a gang situation, then it's like war.
Yeah, like to be fair, in the UK as well, another thing as well. Well, difference for you guys is because you guys are kind of exempt for this because you've come from another place. So man them will just look at you and be like, you are not from here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But over here, a lot of man will try and test you.
Yeah.
That kind of
Yeah.
thing. So that they'll test you like in a sense where like they'll watch you, they might make a little funny comment towards you or whatever, just to kind of test your vibe or whatever. But a lot of the times, like if you was from here,
That's what they did to us when we first got here.
that's what I mean.
Somebody
But if you
did
was
that to
from
us.
here and you was around here for a little bit, man them wouldn't do it because they'd be like, nah, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm trying to say? But
Yeah.
over here, it's like it's a thing. Like a lot of man them, like you see yesterday, you said the bad vibes thing. A lot of man them, like they just want to like test someone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying. So they think like your food, they might say something, but on the whole, if they don't, there's allow it in it. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah. I'll just say for me, I look at it like I think the worst thing is that when the police and only bad guys have guns. So I think if you have a gun, you can protect yourself. And the other thing too is that there's a lot of cities in the US where the police can't even protect you. And here in the UK, I noticed like the police kind of walk the beat, but they're only in very congested areas. So like if you were to get stabbed or attacked, like you really can't defend yourself and or you'll bleed out before that. So, you know, I look at it like, bro, just have a gun. Like that's why I love Florida. Like, you know, stand your ground, Second Amendment, all that stuff, which I know for you guys, like, what the hell is that? But yeah, here, you got some, Trey?
Well,
And then I'll hit the chats after this. Go ahead, please.
no, I mean just to say, I mean, there's been a lot of problems with like policing here and resources and money and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, for sure, you're right. I mean, if there's places you'd walk around, you will just never see you'll never see a policeman on the on the beat. And yeah, if you get done there, you're it's over basically.
And that's another thing as well. Speaking about police, yeah. Do you got like? I'm not sure. Do you guys feel when you see the UK police, you guys don't really think anything? Do you feel like they're intimidating? Do you feel like they're
Bro, I think
Do you
it's
feel like you could
traffic control.
buzz them up? Yeah.
he's in a yellow suit, a yellow jumpsuit, just like waving like with a hat on. I'm like, bro,
So, like-
traffic control.
So like in the States, would you more feel like you would fear the police?
It can go both ways. So I would say,
Right.
like, for example, they have armed guns on them. So, like, for example, like they can actually hurt you or
Mhm.
help you. Either way.
To answer your question, yeah, no, the police have a way stronger presence there. They command force way more than here.
But
Like,
you do get some armed police here,
Yeah.
don't you? In some places at certain times. Like I've seen armed police at like railway stations and stuff like that, or around the House of Parliament and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Um,
if it's you will usually see the armed police here if it's like a terrorist.
Yeah.
Good
catch.
But this is one thing I noticed. Like I said, I've only ever traveled this year. I've been to 2 countries, New York. I mean, I went to America. Sorry, I went to New York and I went to Chicago.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that, like, you see when you get like Black American people say, "F the police." Big up you lot, yeah, because you lot got balls, bruv. Because I'll be honest, when I went there and I was in New York and I saw a police officer, bruv, I was like, why are these men so big? Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have crossed the road and I apologized to the fella. I was like, yo, sorry, I'm not from here, bruv. Like, I'm from the UK. I literally felt like, yeah, I might arrest myself.
Yeah.
Because the feds up there, like, you feel it. So, like, even when I see now protests in America and people like fighting for their rights and all that stuff, I rate it, I respect it a lot more because I know what it takes to do that. Because, like you said, they could really actually fuck you up.
And
if
I'll
they
tell you
wanted
this:
to.
I used to work in law enforcement at the federal level. So when we hit a house, they knew it was over. They people used to say all the time, "I'm scared of God and the feds," and it was because like in the United States, if you break the law and we catch you, especially if it's the feds, you're going to jail. 97% conviction rate. You get arrested. They've been watching you for years. It's a wrap. You might as well. That's why they cooperate and they fold. So, but here in the UK, I don't get that same law enforcement presence at all. Like I don't feel deterred. And I see, and the other thing too is when I see like, no offense, but when I see like female police officers, I kind of laugh like, okay, bro, what the hell y'all gonna do? I know Shannon's like, what the hell? But but yeah, you know, I don't think women should be in police departments, honestly, from like a law enforcement perspective. But that's a whole other conversation. Or in
Can I just
combat
quickly
positions.
ask,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
obviously I'm tuned into like the police brutality algorithm because I'm always watching the videos. Is it as bad as I see on the videos?
No,
It's not.
no, we sensationalize it in the United States to push propaganda. Like the reality is like police involved shootings are a minute fraction of what actually goes on. But you know, they don't. I don't want to make this a racial podcast, but like, bro, they'll sit there and cry. Oh, we're killing the black people. The police are killing the black people. No, black people kill black people, man. That's the reality. You know, it's just that they don't want to talk about that because what does that mean? Oh, accountability. Like, yo, oh shit. So whatever.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cheyenne,
Chats?
for you.
Yeah.
And then you could do
Yeah,
chats.
yeah, I could do chats.
So Cheyenne,
shouts all y'all in the
shout
chat,
to
by
the
the way.
top G as well. If you were in trouble, who would you want? A policewoman officer or policeman officer?
To be fair,
Don't cap.
no,
Yeah.
no, but it depends on what.
You're in danger. Who do you want? A man or woman to save
I
you?
get it depends on the danger because if it was like a male inflicted crime, as in like a man using his force on me, for that I would like a female officer because I would be too scared to be around men. But for protection wise, it would be men. But I feel like if you get what I'm saying, so I know I can't say the R word, the
Yeah.
rape.
No, you can say it.
I guess it. Oh, okay, yeah. So, for example, like if I was sexually assaulted, I don't feel like if a male officer came, I would be so sensitive to men being in my energy space. I'd be really triggered. So I'd want a woman. But obviously, for protection wise, I would like a man because I like men that are protectors. So, men. That's what you wanted me to say. Men. Yes, the protectors.
Finally.
I will say this: like all the guys that I know that investigate like sex crimes against women, they go extra hard though.
Yeah.
They go harder. It's gonna be second. Okay, I'll just say it. Yeah, female investigators suck most of the time. I'll just say it. They're like all the best investigators, whether you know special agent, detectives, etc. Typically, they tend to be men. And you know, I get it. It's a male-dominated profession, so that's gonna be what it is. But I rarely see like female special agents or female investigators in the United States. I don't know how it is here in the UK. Like really be leading cases like that. I just don't, or doing big cases from my experience. And like I've worked in different law enforcement agencies, but like the guys go hard when they know, oh, this dude was out here like sexually assaulting women. They go hard to go after that guy. You know what I mean?
No mercy.
Yeah, and it's like no mercy. So I think men have a natural instinct to protect women. Like in general, like of course you're gonna have some weirdos out there like, yeah, I want to do something. But like most guys, I'll say like, nah, man, we got to do something about this shit. Like, I mean, if I knew, I'll tell you guys one time I had a case. There was this little girl. She got kidnapped because I was working on the Mexican border, and she got kidnapped, and they thought that she went to Mexico, or whatever. We mobilized immediately to try to find her, and like everybody was up all night. We were working with the FBI trying to find this girl, and I'll talk about this on Fed in more detail. But yeah, man, it's like if it's a female or like especially like a female child, they go extra hard because everyone's like, man, I got a daughter, and they go harder. Like if you find out like a dude was assaulted, you're not gonna go to the same level as like when a woman's assaulted. That makes sense. But you know, no one talks about that sexism when it doesn't benefit women, right?
What's the chat
saying? Yeah, I can hit the chats real quick. Anything you guys got to say before I hit the chats real fast?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, you see, was just to go back to that. You see how we was talking about the police thing, for example, the differences. Would you say, because over here, for example, I don't think men them fear jail. Like they just don't, bro.
Yeah.
In the States,
they fear jail. They do.
They
And especially they fear the feds.
For real.
Like the rappers really be saying like, man, the feds, I'm terrified of the feds because they know they're going to go in and spend a significant amount of time and you don't get parole.
So the years are they'll really lock you up there for years.
Like you got to do between 80 and 90% of your time for the feds. State, you could do like, you know, maybe half of that or whatever. State kind of sucks. But feds, it's like you're not only going to lose 97% conviction rate, most people plead out, but also you're going to do 80% of the time.
So in the prisons, for example,
yeah,
is there PlayStations in that?
What was that?
PlayStations. You got PlayStations in there?
In the prisons?
Yeah.
No. That's like after you get sentenced, you get sent off.
Nothing. So
yeah, nothing. Nah.
You
PlayStation.
So no.
Oh, PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's why I said police station.
PlayStation.
Oh, no. Unless you're in a low security prison, but I don't even think they get video games.
So we had on a podcast 1080 Jake. Shout out to Myron for that podcast, and he was describing jail in real time. But that shit is scary.
Yeah.
You got booty bandits, for example, guys that don't get girls in there because there's no girls in there. What do they want? You, because you're the meat. You got like people stabbing you with like razors and shit. You got fights. You got people hitting you with bricks and killing you. It's like, bro, jail is serious, bro. They don't play over there.
Just stay on the straight and narrow, innit? Like,
Yeah, don't go to jail, guys.
staying-
Just get a 9 to 5, bruv. Get a job at Boots, bruv.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the chats real quick. Someone has a question here for Cheyenne. Question for Cheyenne: what do you consider a man should be making in the UK to date you?
Oh, now it starts. Now it starts.
To be fair, probably 80,000 a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she's delusional, but anyway, we'll continue on. No, just kidding. And then we got here $50. NTS goes, we are very reserved. That's just womanese for I want you to think I'm a lady, but omitted the other part of, but I'm a freak in the sheets 304 as asked to be asked like treated like a lady, but dressed like a slag with calf high fucking black boots. Pure bullocks. Do you have anything you want to say back to Zentians? You trying to talk shit about your boots?
What's wrong with my boots?
I don't know. He called you a. I learned this today. Slag apparently is like redneck British English for a girl that's a hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like you guys don't use that down here in London, right?
No, it wasn't.
No, not really, but like it.
But it wasn't.
You might hear it now and again. Like,
It was an
Okay.
old Cockney phrase though. As well, you're
yeah,
like slag,
yeah.
you know, like, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it is
A
used a
certain
bit.
man will drop
It is
No,
okay.
I'll just say back like
Yeah, go
hello
ahead.
and goes a lot further for me. I don't really like trolls. I don't like negativity. But you know, okay, if that's what you need to do to get noticed, that's on you.
It's the internet. Okay, height isn't all that. I'm 6'3" and invisible to a lot of women because I'm not rich or jacked. Working on my money though, thanks to Money Mondays. That's from Lurch685. Absolutely. Kieran goes, Myron, you sound like undercover Fed reading the UK slang, man. Okay, bro, I appreciate that. Myron, you're the reason why we watch FNF switch positions with Fresh. Come on, man. Why y'all saying that, bro? Fresh doing good. DL saying $100. Thank you so much. I got it down the market for you on that one. He goes, looks like you boys have found some proper villains. LOL, just kidding. Salute to the panel. Much respect. Stay safe. Keep leading from the friend, gentlemen. We got y'all. And then we got a salute to King Richez from Falcon is Black. Thank you very much.
Come on, my brother.
Yep. I think my laptop died. It is what it is. We'll keep going though. Here you go, Fresh.
Nigerian Flex $50 says it's like watching Spider-Man Homecoming, FNF version. All right. We had here as well. K Red Grape says, Fresh, what are you talking about? America is way worse than just California and New York. And Florida, Illinois, the whole America is dangerous. Everyone in the world knows that. All right, bro. You come over here and you tell me that. Bro, it's mad over here. We have Cam from TMR Radio says, Fresh, you're crazy, bro. As a native of Chicago, prior military traveled, America is much more dangerous. He isn't even lying about the red line. That's a real as hell. All right. And then Dill Saint says once again, $50. The brother's right. You must stay on your tippy toes here in the U.S. Drama will jump off anywhere, anytime. From the hood to the suburbs. Great conversation, fam. Cool. So we'll do last thoughts on the show, my favorite part of the show. So give us basically your thoughts on the conversation, where they can find you, and what's coming up next for you. I guess. Nah. It's 9:10. Yeah.
Are we good?
I got another 15 still.
Well, any questions you got? Last thoughts? We'll do it there.
Sorry, my phone's popping, but let me just
start.
quickly reply. 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
I mean, man, we've covered a lot, haven't we? Really? I mean, I think there's.
I guess you could do like a last thoughts for the chat. What should they learn from this? Like, what should they gain from this? I guess.
What should they gain from it? I think I think one of the most important things that has been said as a guy, and this has been said many times before, but it needs to be repeated, is that you need to really level up in all areas. To be honest, in 2022 going into 2023, you know, there's nowhere to hide really in terms of portraying yourself in a certain way. You know, everyone's got social media. It's very much about front loading your value. So you've got to make sure that value is actual value as opposed to just fake value. So it really is about self-improvement in all the key areas, you know, money, muscles, game, frame. And yeah, I mean, just, you know, make sure that you're on a decent path with your career. Make sure that you're staying in shape. Make sure that you're looking sharp. You know, you've got to remain sexually relevant out there, guys, if you want to date, because, you know, the level of competition now is huge. I just wanted to actually respond, guy in the chat as well, saying that he was tall and saying that hasn't necessarily helped him. I can confirm that because, not because I'm massively tall, because I'm not, but because I've trained at least a couple of guys who are 6'4", 6'5", in the last year. And people, you know, in the chat and the comments just think, oh yeah, if you're tall, it's fine, it's great. You just, you know, you're getting laid like a rock star. Not true. It's really about vibe. Because these guys, you know, one of them was sort of was quite socially awkward anyway. Nice guy, but quite socially awkward anyway. So there was that.
Yeah.
But the other guy was pretty well put together. And he was tall. He was 6'4". But actually, his approaches were very like beige, very vanilla. He wasn't particularly confident, and he wasn't really getting a lot of traction. So just bear that in mind, guys.
Yeah, just being tall doesn't mean you're gonna get girls automatically. You need game. You need also as well have confidence, because I know guys that are tall but no confidence at all. So it's like
Exactly.
to talk to a girl like, oh well, what's your name? It's like she's turned off.
Yeah.
So you need confidence and game as well.
Exactly. Shall I say about my stuff, or do we want to carry on? Yeah, so just, you know, type in Troy Francis, you'll find my channel, follow me there. If anybody wants to jump on a consultation call with me to talk about your dating life, then you can absolutely do that. I help guys with basically getting good at, you know, this stuff, getting socially more adept, so you can go out and attract the kind of women that you want into your life, and also with the relationship stuff as well. So if you want to have a chat about that, go to underneath one of my videos. You'll see the link to my calendar. You can put in a appointment with me and get a free call. And that is pretty much it. But still traveling around. We've got, I'm going to be in Rome. I'm going to be in Italy over the next few days. I'm going to be back in Poland, and hopefully towards the end of the year, coming back over to your side of the pond.
Nice.
Prior to going to South America. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up.
You're doing a lot, man.
Absolutely, man. That's good stuff.
I ain't doing shit.
I ain't doing shit. I need some stamps in my passport, bro. Jesus. But anyway, what's it? Actually, I just want to reiterate what you were saying about getting all your bases covered. Like, obviously, if you watch my channel, I talk about power in it, yeah. And what's it? My thing is financial, physical, mental, social, and spiritual as well. If you incline like that, like it's very important that you try to maximize everything, because just like you said, competition is fierce, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like, and this might upset some people in the UK, I just feel like there's not enough to go round, bruv. There ain't, bro. Yeah, and if you're not one of them guys that like you stand out, bro, like I don't know, bro. Like, so just try to be the best version of yourself. Try to hit the ceiling max, because, bro, like you're just gonna be upset, and you can't really blame no one. You can't blame the girls. You just gotta look in the mirror and like, bro, have you done everything you can do? Because a lot of these guys, like these black pill guys, because sometimes they call up my caller shows and stuff like that. And then, like, when you actually speak to them and ask them some serious questions, bro, that you can, there's holes, bro. Like, you know the holes are there, but you just want to be like, oh, it's because these girls are bitches, bro. Like, you're being a bitch to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, fix yourself. Once you know you've done everything you can do, and then it may not be working, now you can be like, oh, okay, let's see what's actually happening. But until then, stop complaining and do what you got to do in it. Like, bro, at the end of the day, like, I remember when I wasn't doing well, like I was depressed and, you know, all of that crap, right? Like, and I had to change. Something had to change in it. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Can you talk about how you overcame depression? Because I know you went through a lot, bro, with YouTube, dealing with girls, like, because we spoke behind the scenes for a while back then on Snapchat for a few times, but like, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, like I went through depression, addictions, like, do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I was in a dark place. Like, forget about girls. Girls, I wasn't gonna get girls, bro. Like, I couldn't even get out of my own head. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just the fact of like I was addicted to weed. Like, some people say, oh, weed's calm. To me, it's a drug. You're a drug addict, innit? That's my take on it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? This is someone that I was an insomniac. I couldn't sleep without bunning, innit? Like, every night, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And for me to quit, I literally, in the nighttime, I'll go cost cutter. Anyone knows cost cutter, like 24 hours. Go there, yeah, get 2 Super Skull, the black can, you know, Super Skull, yeah. Pack of Mayfair cigarettes. I used to bun all the cigarettes and just to get that high, because I didn't want to smoke green. Do you get what I'm saying? And I had to do it. And obviously you feel like you feel crap in it. So obviously I managed to wean myself off, because boy, before I was hearing voices, all of that crap. And then like just feeling crap about myself and having no direction. And it's really serious. And I think there's a lot of guys out there that, bruh, like they're just going under the radar. No one even notices them because no one really cares about them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times when guys have like mental illness issues, no one gives a shit, bro. Everyone just wants to have a party, go to the rave, get girls, and that's it, innit? Like rock stars, that's not reality, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, Like, I just feel like this. Any guys out there, like, if you're experiencing any mental issues, mental illness, go and make sure you talk to someone. There's somebody you can speak to, innit? You know what I'm saying? It may not even be someone you're familiar. It could be a stranger, unbiased opinion.
Right.
It's very important because, bro, like, you can't just live your life in that hole, in that pit. And I know what that pit feels like, bro. Like, you don't want to come outside your house, bro.
Yeah.
If
You know what
someone
I'm
wanted like a consultation with you, how can they find you?
Bro, like, I'm on the Instagram. Yeah, the best way is just Instagram, Ambitions of Power. Like, I've had people hit me up. I've got another guy I'm meant to talk to tomorrow. Like, just ask me. Like, I'm not bougie. Like, do you know what I mean? If you message me, I will respond, bro. You get what I'm saying? Even all my comments, I always respond to the comment, even if I just put 100. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, because it's real like that, bro. I don't think I know everything, but I know my experience. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Overcoming them addictions and stuff.
Yeah, because so many people struggle with that same issue and they don't know how to get over it. So you've been through it. So
Yeah, man.
real quick, mention
go on,
from Three Diglets, $100, Don DeMarco. He says, dude in the white suit, I need a consult for this big old thing in my pants. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's
He
you,
paid
bro.
$100.
That's
He's
you,
paid
bro.
$100 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, $100 again, Three Diglets, Don DeMarco. He says, that thing in my pants is dangerous, really and truly. What? What's wrong with you, bro?
You're an admirer, bro.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry, Richez, go ahead.
Big up him,
Yeah.
Look at this shit, bro. I'm not making this shit up.
Well, at least you got $200 out of it.
Nothing.
Nah, it's not
That's
still.
a bit mad.
Nah, yeah, you just completely.
I don't.
you turned me, bro.
Where can they find you?
Oh yeah, what's it? YouTube, King Richez on YouTube. Yeah, everybody told you to go subscribe. So if you don't, like,
No,
it's a
no.
myth. I don't know what's wrong
Sub to
with
his
you,
thing, bruv.
bruv. And,
And when you come to America, Miami.
oh, soon, bruv. Like,
Let's do it.
I'm trying to do it like next month, bro. Next month, 100%.
Yo,
Yeah,
my birthday's October 2nd.
October 2nd. I'm the
It's gonna be
20th.
a movie.
Yeah.
Libra
We'll do
gang.
this. We'll do this. Yeah, Libra gang, obviously.
I don't believe in science.
Why you set me up like that? You're an egghead for that, man. You're an egghead, bro. What are you doing that for? But yeah, no. Definitely, I want to go out there, do something. Yeah, I got to link up with all my American family over there as well, man. So yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna make this on a promise on air. When it comes to Miami, we're going on a yacht, we're going in a Rolls Royce, we're gonna pull up to the club and get lit for King Richez, bro.
Come on, man.
Because back when I was like kind of like coming into America, learning the culture, I watch his videos all the time. And actually, I was dating a single mom. And his video helped me so much, man. So shout out to you, bro.
Hey, listen, it's whatever. I don't know everything, bro. Just know a little bit. That's it, man.
Yeah, sorry. When everyone was talking, my phone was popping off, so I had to thingy. So what we just outro
Popular,
ourselves.
innit? That's how it goes, innit?
Where's the sound effect?
Stupid.
Okay.
Of
so
course.
so last talks on the show. Anything that you took from it that you could help the audience with, and then for example, where they can find you.
For Three Diglets again, $100 goes, yo, he goes, Fresh, no, don't read my shit. Bro, it is hilarious, man. This nigga Fresh, every time he reads the super chats, people like, yo, give me a refund. Bro, you didn't read it right with enough emphasis and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was funny, but you fucked it up. Yeah, it's fine. I'll give Fresh a stupid button too.
Stupid.
All right.
I didn't even say that right. Like that was weird.
Final thoughts are: it's been nice to actually have a conversation with men where it's not like a tit for tat battle of the sexes. So it's good to have your perspectives on things. And I guess I'm going to give some advice for men. Just kind of be yourself.
Run for the hills. Run for the hills.
What?
You see,
Advice?
you see how you guys don't be doing.
Mute the stream. Mute the stream. Mute the stream now, guys.
You see how you guys don't be doing. I was trying to be nice. No, but just like be yourself, and also when it comes to like depression and everything like that and trauma, like focus on that and look for solutions, because I kind of feel you always focus on the wrong things. And this is just from the men around me in my life. And it's, you put a lot of pressure on yourselves to have all the things in order to get women. And really, you just got to like internally do the work for you. But I am starting a conscious podcast, which is called Conscious Hypocrite. So tune into that on YouTube. Because I'm quite a conscious person, but at the same time, I'm a bit of a hypocrite with things that I do. So I'm aware enough to know that I'm not this conscious person that like thinks I'm better than everyone, because we all like mess up sometimes.
Balanced.
Balance.
Good question. China Castillo ever been to the US, coming anytime soon? Interested to know how Troy feels about the US versus UK through his eyes. I live in the US but have dual citizenship and travel to UK regularly. So have you guys been to the US? Well,
No.
Castillo
Chicago, New York.
Yeah, no, I went to LA, but it was for like a work trip for my sister, so I just didn't really experience it. But I plan to come out for a project next year, so
Mm.
And Fresh and Fit.
yeah.
I love US. I've been many times. I've been to New York. I've been to Miami. I've been to the big cities. From a dating perspective, I don't think they're that different. I think the culture is quite similar, actually, in many ways. So yeah, but no, I'm a big fan of the US.
And then Dr. Mel goes, the woman's advice: be yourself. So yes, do the opposite, fellas.
Don't be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Come on, go.
Be someone else.
Dr. Mel. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so big man thing, yeah. Listen, bruv. First thing I gotta say is shout out to all the people that have helped change my life through the social media thing. I'm sure you guys can relate.
Yeah.
It's really the people that driving your thing, because at the end of the day, like, you know, when this is something that I've learned from a lot of people that do content and all that stuff. Like, it's a hard grind. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's really all coming from people that are supporting your thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So big up all the people, because bruv, next year for me is about to be a madness, bruv. I'm being honest with you. My thing's about to be mad. So, bruv, thank you to everybody supporting my thing. And I got to thank you two as well, because even I've been doing my thing for a long time, bruv. Yeah. So, like, literally the grilling seemed to like pop it off a lot. And then it reached you, man. Reach Abba and preach. You get what I'm trying to say? Global. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, bruv, shout out to all of you lot. And before I leave the thing, yeah, I just got to let you know, bruv, go get the merch, bruv. You get me? Go get the merch. It's out there. I own it. I trademarked it, bruv. If you try and put it on site, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you, bruv. So don't try that shit, bruv.
Straight.
So go get the merch. The link's in the bio on my Instagram, bruv. Big man thing.
I gotta say one thing before we end this. Sniper on all platforms. Don't forget it, man. What's the other phrase you have?
It's not looking good, bruv.
Looking good.
It's not looking good.
Okay. Okay, guys, like the video, man. It's up to everyone on the panel here. We got Trey Francis, King Richez, Cheyenne Reynolds from Gilling, and then Castillo. They're all down below. And yeah, man, we're out here working as well for you guys behind the scenes. We're in the UK, not just having fun, but also working as well. Streams are coming. And then tomorrow we're going to be in Romania with the Tates. Do a collab with them, do an interview with Tristan, Andrew, and then hop on Rumble. So check it out. And last thoughts, Myron? Anything you want to say?
Well, as usual, Fresh wants to end the show early. So yeah, guys, we'll be yeah. Snake always does this, but it's fine. What do you want? You want me to come on? It doesn't matter. That show's over now. What the nigga? What does that have to do anything? What? You gonna what? Oh, you want to be here so you can actually end it? Yeah. Oh, this is really trying to end it, man. Come on, man. Yo, come on, man. No. You
Go right there. They want to see you. They don't want to see me.
All right, fine. Let me, nigga. But don't you gotta end this shit?
You end it.
All the night. Politics.
Oh, my bad.
Go.
Yo, this nigga Fresh, bro. Yo, you're not gonna know what you're doing back there, bro. Oh man. Okay. Welcome to the misogyny show. We switched it up now.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, there's a woman here. Get her out of here. No, I'm just kidding. No, guys, real talk. We did a great show, me and Cheyenne, yesterday. It's gonna be good. When's that gonna drop, by the way, for the people? Because I know they want to see it.
I'm not too sure yet. I have to update you on that.
Okay, probably a few weeks, probably. But yeah, they got to probably edit it for all the L's that she took. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, but all jokes aside, guys, thank you so much for the stuff. We're gonna be here with the Tates tomorrow. We'll do a show with them. Probably go on Rumble. Then we'll probably go ahead and do a stream on our thing. I promise, Fresh won't rush it. And what else, dude? Is there anything else?
How long did you guys stay out in Europe for?
We've been here since shit. When did we get here? Monday. We got here. Yeah, no, we came Sunday actually, but we lost the day because you guys are 5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we lost some time, but it's cool, man. The girls here aren't that hot, but it is what it is, right? It's another day, bro. Compared to Miami, I was like, yo, what the hell is going on here, man? Like, yeah.
So the chat wants to know, Cheyenne, Myron or Castillo, if you had to choose.
If I had to, what do you mean?
Or Ken Richez, or Troy. Which one would you go on a date with? Out of these guys here, who are you going to date with?
I'd actually date myself out of everyone here.
No, man. No,
Come on, man.
Nah, man.
Come
You
on.
gotta love yourself first. That's the important
Big
thing.
man
Yeah.
thing. Got it, great.
Okay, and they want to know the rating for Myron's show on Grilling.
No, you got to watch it to see.
Okay, what's Castillo's rating?
I can't even remember.
She gave you a 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's definitely a 2 or something like that.
All right, so I think that's it, guys. And we're out of here.
Big man thing.
Big man thing.
All right, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm still trying to what?
Tomorrow. Oh, no.
What?
That one's good.
Oh man.
All right, guys.
Yo, you should see guys
This
fresh
guy,
behind
man.
the scenes
This
right now,
guy,
bro. This
bro.
nigga don't know what he doing.
This guy.
Man.
We're out of here.
Yo.